Driving, riding, and testing and researching over 150 new cars and trucks every year is a benchmark of the Motorweek team. We're all very proud of that. Based on those 150 reviews, however, we choose our finalists for best vehicles in respective classes. Unlike many other awards, we actually pick winners in multiple distinct categories that reflect consumer buying trends. And these categories can change from year to year as trends change. We choose in categories as diverse as best small car, best luxury sedan, best small, medium, and large utility, and of course, best pickup trucks. We even pick the kind of wheels that you'd buy and that we might all buy if we came into some kind of windfall, like a huge inheritance or that lottery ticket. As you can see, we've honored many of those that won those awards today. This is only a fraction of what we were doing this morning, giving out those awards, and they all basically signify what we look at is not only a vehicle that's a great value, but a great vehicle that we love to drive. The complete list of our Driver's Choice winners is available here today, but also online at motorweek.org. Having said that, and going down our list of categories, every year there's always one vehicle that pulls away, and I literally mean that, from the rest. And that's our Motorweek Best of the Year, and that's why you're all sitting here. Each year we pick a vehicle that most perfectly captures that moment in the automotive landscape. A car we identify as a milestone in its automotive achievement. And very importantly, it still must be fun to drive. In other words, it is really the ultimate driver's choice. Motorweek's Best of the Year for 2020 fits that description more perfectly than any recent year. And this car, frankly, has been a long time coming. It is quite difficult to find fault with this vehicle, a vehicle that has both eclipsed and fulfilled the dreams of many drivers, including me. So let me now turn your attention to the screen for Motorweek's 2020 Driver's Choice Award, Best of the Year. The Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Now, if you didn't see that one coming, clearly you haven't been paying attention. Its new mid-engine design is obviously the biggest change to come to Corvette over its 6-decade lifespan. But that's just the tip of this high-performance iceberg. Arriving with this vet is an all-new LT2 naturally aspirated V8 with output of 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Some may have wished for more HP or some power adders, and we're sure they're coming sooner rather than later. But until then, you'll have to deal with taking a full 2.9 seconds to get to 60, the fastest ever for an entry-level Corvette. With that naturally aspirated V8 comes an all-new and impressively smooth and quick 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, a first for the brand. The main reason for moving the engine behind the cabin is, of course, better handling. Not only does this move weight towards the rear of the chassis where it can aid traction, but it gets that weight off the front tires, sharpening steering and improving overall response. Speaking of the chassis, it's a mostly aluminum design built around a central tunnel backbone with an all-new suspension scheme bolted to it. Now, all of that means nothing if the driving experience doesn't improve as well. And trust us, it has. You now sit much closer to the front wheels, and forward visibility is unparalleled, giving you a great view of the road ahead, as well as everything around it rushing by you. Yet it also attains a very inviting new level of comfort for Corvette, as it is an impressively quiet car to spend time in. Great news for the many Corvette owners that do extensive road tripping. And for them, Chevrolet went to great strides to ensure that plenty of luggage space stayed a part of the package. Add in an exterior design that, despite new proportions, looks familiar yet fast-forward thinking, and at long last, a tech-savvy cockpit that is truly supercar-worthy. But the biggest win for all of us is that with all of the changes, GM was able to maintain attainability with base pricing just under $60,000.
So take note, also Rams, that's how you earn our Motorweek Driver's Choice Best of the Year.
It is my great pleasure to say accepting for Chevrolet is someone who has been at this podium before, Steve Majoros, Director of Passenger Car and Crossover Marketing for Chevrolet. Steve, come on up. Let's give him a hand, everyone.